challenges, if any, that you face in accessing healthcare, medical coverage, housing, or any support services for you as or your family?
The only biggest challenge that I would be facing if anything happened is housing, because I don't have the funds and the job to add with it. But right now I have a federal voucher, so I don't know how it will be affected, but if it does get affected, I just gotta get prepared now.
Yeah.
But everything else I can manage.
What are some of the supports that you've gotten in accessing healthcare? The same things: healthcare, medical coverage, housing, all of that stuff for y'all.
The support is my housing and the support of nurses. I think if I didn't have the nurses to relieve me mentally, I wouldn't be this strong.
How much nursing do you have?
16 hours. So I have Zay during, the school have Zay for 8 hours. And then from 3 to 7 a.m. in the morning, that'll be the 16 hours that they at my house. But on the weekday, they come from 7 a.m. to 11:30 p.m.
On the weekend? Weekend. Do you feel like race has influenced any of your experiences with the medical system?
I do. The reason being is because we live in this building, and the people that's in this building get food stamps. Them and the husband and wife is in the household, versus my situation. We couldn't have the husband and wife in the household and still receive food stamps. I think it's a racist at that department, because they not doing nothing to the white immigrants that's receiving our food stamps, but they doing something to the Spanish immigrants. That's racism. Everybody should be treated equally, whether they white, black, chocolate, doesn't matter.
It's Chocolate City.
Yes. So I feel as though the racism is broadcast to the chocolate people because of we stronger than anything out here. So because we stronger than anything out here, they want our strength, they want our color, and they want what we have. So they not getting in trouble versus how we would get in trouble. We get put down, we get our shit taken from us. All they gotta do is report their income. I don't know what they doing, if they got help in there, but it ain't right. And I've learned all this in this building. I come to everything that they have. I listen to everybody. And we have racist people in here that come from different states. You can't touch their dog. You can't speak to them. They see us in the elevator. Oh, they're gonna let that elevator go up because they don't want to be in the same space as us. So I see it, I attack it with respect. I don't play around in this building. Anybody living in this building, racism stuff, that shit gotta go out the door. I don't care who paying rent, how much they paying rent, because this building is expensive. But I already knocked it down the first time when we had I want to say it was winery day. Now everybody came in, they sober, they shy, but when the liquor got in, it was giving racism shit, and I had to stop that and break it down to them. We ain't none of that going on in this building. We live together. We ain't in the same household, but we in the same building, and we attend the same events. Ain't none of that. I ain't even been seeing them. They don't even come to the events. But they probably was at the last event because I was not doing beer and cider. On who? You ain't get my stomach big. Beer and cider make you in the stomach. I can't do it.
What do you wish healthcare providers understood about your experiences and life as a Black parent to a child with a disability?
They think we still rich even though we have disability kids. They don't give up. Nothing. They just want you to make sure your rent is paid and all that, even with your disability child. Like, for my case, I have a disability child. I'm in DC, but I can't attend none of the free classes because my son get SSI in order to get a job. So with SSI, they feel as though I'm rich. They feel as though I could pay all my bills with SSI. They not even looking because of how SSI is set up. They not looking in how much money we receiving. 900 can't even pay this rent.
Yeah.
Can't pay the rent. So my thing is with them, I feel as though they should look in deeper and see what kind of disability did this child have in order that is affecting a parent working suspense or whatever the case may be. I can't attend none of the free. They got ITT Tech, they got cosmetology, they got nursing. I can't attend because my son received SSI. It ain't got nothing to do with me. But because he receiving SSI, I'm not qualified to attend nothing to get me on my feet when he's done. You get what I'm saying? I have to just go out here and find a way, or like I said, a LLC in order to get my business up off the ground, which I think that's what I'm going to do, like pay for it. I already got my business. I'm gonna just find out. I think the place down here in North Capitol, I'm just find out how much it is and just pay for it. That's all I can do. That's how I'm putting it in my head, because I'm going to leave something, whether it's a condo, a house. I'm going to leave something for these children. I have 3. I gotta leave them something to get up on their feet, to make things happen, to make. My mother was a strong woman. My mother always thought and made her products. Like, you get what I'm saying? Even hair products, I make them to give my child. It's no cure to psoriasis. They got psoriasis because of all the dirty stuff she was eating, because of her man she was going through it. I didn't know she was going through it by eating like that from a person that she didn't even know.
She was grieving.
Yeah, she was grieving and kids grieve from their favorite people that they watch. That's the crazy thing. The head person coming downstairs. Okay, I hope she ain't got no she got a little bit of time. She said she almost here. So
Do you have, the next section is about like non-medical healing. So do you have any experiences with healing outside of the medical system that have been helpful for your child's overall health?
yes, this person, her name Egypt. This wellness. I've been going to her boot camp. She has a wellness boot camp. She's on 2101 Channing Street. It's called the Spice Suite.
Mm-hmm.
You outside? What's up? I didn't know. Like, just go. That's why I be saying people just be trying to rush me to do everything but the right thing, and I ain't doing it. But what was the question?
Your experiences with
Healing.
healing.
Okay, yeah. The Spice Suite on 2101 Channing Street, they had just got up when I discovered it. So a lot of things that's in the Spice Suite with the wellness, I was going to her boot camp. and she had a boot camp through my insurance, AmeriGroup. It's at 609 8th Street. We used to meet up there. After we worked out, she always had recipes. She's a vegan, so she always had recipes and the things that get the body and the inside stronger and better. So I just started watching her stuff and getting stuff from the market and testing stuff and trying stuff, and I just started doing wellness, and it rubbed off on me easily because I'm already wanted to be a nurse. I already want to be a home health aid nurse to help kids with disability before I even had my own. So with that being said, when I had my own, it showed me how to get him together with home remedies instead of together with their medicine. So a lot of things that happened with Zayd was home remedy based instead of the hospital medicine to get him together because he supposed to stay on it longer.
Do you have any experiences with healing outside of the medical system that have been helpful for you as a caregiver?
Yes. I stopped taking medicine 3-4 years ago. When I have headaches, we do fruits or vegetables all seasons to get it together. Headaches, we do pepper and cinnamon. If our immune system is not together, we mix pineapple, turmeric, and watermelon together. Like if we headaches, fevers, onions, and rocks. So the onions gotta be hot and the rocks gotta be hot to put in the salt. Just a lot of home remedies that I got from different people. I do my own research and I make my own. Like I test it on myself.
Do you have any other examples or experiences with other things like Reiki, homeopathic medicine, sound baths? You've talked about herbalism, massage, yoga.
Only thing that you say yoga,
meditation, body
yeah,
breath.
I do yoga every day. Yoga and meditation, probably do that every day. My son do it and he work out, but my daughter don't. She don't like it. And I think it's because she got some type of blockage going on in her head. But Lily don't like it.
Are there any forms of healing that you're interested in for yourself or for Zayd?
Yes, I'm learning how to make.
You don't have to share if you don't want to share. I can say that again.
Yeah, but I'm learning how to make antibiotics. So.
Okay, we're mostly done. The next section is about your relationships to community. And when I say community, I'm referring to people like your friends, family, neighbors, or anybody your family comes into close contact with on a regular basis.
So no one knows Zayd. They just found out that I had a son this year. No one interact with Zayd, and no one seen Zayd yet in my family. Only my friends, Los, his cousin Chris, and my best friend. And my best friend is my ex-boyfriend's cousin. He the only one, don't nobody be in my house. My sisters, they found out about Zayd literally last year. When I came out and see them and stuff, I never talked about Zayd, never. No one even seen me pregnant with him because I didn't show. So when I do bring a baby out, they be like, what baby is that? I be like, this is mine. They be like, when did you have a baby? Yeah, I just wanted. Zayd caused me to do everything in silence. I'm always loud. I'm always telling everything. But this time I told nothing. And that's why I think everything is working out peacefully for me.
Do you have any stories of being cared for, loved, protected, supported, or empowered by your community as a caregiver?
Yes, this building makes me feel like I'm needed. Not only with hair, but when people get sick, they call for me in the lobby chat. So this building make me feel like I'm needed. Like this is my hospital, and my patients is living here, but they call me no matter what time of the day, just to, oh, my nose running, this is sick. Even for a dog. So it's a blessing, because I feel as though my name is Lysenia. It's a wellness flower, and I really feel as though I'm living up to my name. So when I do get my business up and running, it's gonna be gone beyond measure, wellness, and hope. The hope is, no matter what disease you have, even HIV and AIDS, you can get rid of it. That's how I carry it. That's how I visualize. That's my big dream in my head, that I do celebrities' hair, and I fix sick people that's really sick, stage 4 cancer, and don't have nothing.
What kind of support or help would you like from your community that you're not currently receiving?
Mentally, ask me if I'm okay mentally. No matter if I'm okay or not, these days you just gotta keep moving. So I would like for, if people care about me, they're like, how's your mental? I would like to hear that. That's about it. But everything else is coming together. Why? Because I found God. It wasn't coming together at first. I didn't even know who that man was until, I still don't know him. I'm just learning day by day that he's the source to everything that I need.
Okay, this is the last section. So thank you for your openness so far. What kind of skills, education, or training would you like to have? Some examples are like advocacy, medical vocabulary, processing emotions, building routines.
I would like to actually go back to school for English. Reason being is, it's a lot of steps to English that I never knew. And I also would like to go back to school, which I am going to go back to school. I want to help mothers that don't know how to speak up for themselves and their disability children. They just force it on themselves, don't know how to reach out for help, or don't know how to open their mouth when things are really getting hectic. I really want to help parents like that. Yeah. I think if I had to get a job underneath Uncle Sam, it would be medicine. The reason being is because our medicine comes from all kinds of states. And the white man is the one that put it together for us to keep using it. Not to cure us, but for us to keep using it. I will be the person that will cure us before we don't have to keep using it.
What would you tell another parent whose child was just diagnosed with a medical condition or disability?
Pick up the book of the Bible and read. And whatever disability their child have, go to school for it. Because it's a new life for you. It's going to be a struggle. But God said you was made for this. So if you made for it, start practicing. Everything new to everybody. In order to get better, you gotta what? Practice it.
What dreams do you have for your family?
Ghana. We're gonna be in Ghana. We're gonna have all this land full of vegetables and fruit. And I wanna say meat, but I'm still thinking about the meat. Because we need our animals. But I wanna say meat, but I'm still thinking about the meat. But my dream for my family is literally getting up, going out, making bags or grocery bags for other families. Once a month, we give them free food, and then the rest of the month, they buy the food. And it should be like that for the rest of their lives. I think because we farms and we building our stuff, I think we should give once a month free food, and then have them buy.
Is there anything else that you'd like to share that we didn't talk about?
Giving the parents actually for disability I'm gonna say for the parents' children that's breathing but can't move, giving them access to jobs that could be available to work around while they taking care of their kids. I think all parents with disability children need a different service of access money to take care of their kids. They should have the same foundation as people with no disability kids. For some reason, I that's how I see it. If they have a disability kid and we didn't have nursing, how would we take care of our family? How would we provide? Because the rent office don't want to hear you can't pay. They don't want to hear, the light people don't want to hear you can't pay because you got a disability child, you can't work. They don't want to hear that. So I feel as though it should be another organization for only disability parents and their children in order to work.
That organization.
Yeah, a different organization for
that
the
employee
families that have
families with
disability. Because when my son was in the hospital for 2 years of his life. He didn't come home until he was 2.5 years old. So
was he in children or he was in HSC?
So he wasn't in children's. He graduated when he turned 1, and then he went to Bunker Hill, HSC Bunker Hill, for 1.5 years, and then he came home. But when he came home, that first day he died in the house, and they brought him back, and he had to go back because the tube was it was too short for him. I guess he had the infant one instead of the one that he was supposed to need when he came home. At the top, yeah. So I guess when he got home, it wasn't acting. Like on our way home, he was desatting in the ambulance, and then I guess when we got upstairs, he really went out, and they brought him back. But they had to take him back because that trach was too short. It was a lot for him, girl. But every day,
he's still here.
Beautiful. So Zayd was in the hospital with Muslim. Their father Muslim. I was Muslim too. But Zayd was in the hospital with Muslim cartoons, Muslim music, and songs that make him stronger. That's how I got Zayd to where he needs to be for when I leave the hospital. So I stayed up there, lived at the hospital with him. Like they had washer and dryer, shower, room. Only thing that was hectic for me is that chair, sleeping in that chair for hours and days and stuff. But other than that, it got me through it. I was actually homeless. So it wasn't, I had to get through it.
Yeah.
And I actually, my ex-girlfriend had said I could move with her when Zayd had came home. So that's where we had went at. And then I told her when Zayd had came home, we gonna put our relationship on hold. We already living together. So I told her we was gonna put our relationship on hold because I gotta focus and do the research on Zayd. I knew no better to, you know what I'm saying? To do better. So my better was putting my relationship on hold. We already living together. So I was putting my relationship on hold in order to serve this child and make sure he good. And what I mean by relationship on hold, not taking out the trash, not keep cooking, and I wasn't doing the stuff that I was supposed to do when I was pregnant with him. So it's like, nah, I gotta focus all my energy and stuff on this because I'm new to it myself. And I know you working, so I know I'm gonna have to get all this stuff and learn it. You get what I'm saying? Even till when we was living with her, she still had to when I moved out, she still had to read her book in order to do, know what to do with Zay. If Zay stopped breathing, she didn't know what to do. I had to be the strong one to keep my feelings out of it and know what to do. Like, if Zay had a clog in his neck, she wouldn't know what to do because she had pain it. I had to keep my feelings out of it to get it done. So, and that was mainly what the problem was for me, is keeping my feelings out the situation in order to fix this child. That's what my main thing was. And we living together, so it wouldn't be no different. The only difference is I wouldn't be doing it as much and, going out as much with you. That was the only difference that it was going to change. But we end up breaking up. End up moving out. They moved me to Channing. So at the time, the hotline was easy. Now the hotline is difficult. When you was having a domestic violence situation in your household, the hotline will come and get you and take you to, you fill out the paperwork and stuff, but they'll put you in a shelter in order for you to get your place.
The timeline is way longer now.
Yeah, now it's no hotline to call for nobody.
And they take a couple days to even tell
call
you
back.
Yeah.
And if you have family members, they're gonna tell you go to your family member's house and see if you can live there and pay a certain amount of money, and they gave you the money. For real. So I was like, nah. So when I knew that it was taking forever, this is why they was taking forever. She done called the agency back and told them that I didn't need housing. What? So I'm trying to figure out what was going on. I called them back. I said, why would you accept that from somebody that wasn't me? You know what I'm saying? She's not my family member. She calling back and say I didn't need houses. I'm good at her house. No, I wasn't good at her house. Mentally, I was ready to beat her the fuck up. And if I'm ready to fight on you, then it's no point. Yeah, it's not a safe place for me.
Or you.
Yeah, because mentally I'm gonna do it one day. So I had to remove myself. And to this day, like, she's still in love with me and stuff, but I just mentally, I could not do it. I couldn't. And I let that be the last girl I ever dated. No, for real, I was dating girls all my life. I let that be the last girl I ever dated. I even switched over. It's to the point, my friends, that's my friends, because they married, Muslim, married. I can't even go in their household no more because I'm a Christian. Their husband only allowed me to talk on their phone, and they can't even stay on the phone longer than 30 minutes. So what? So I see them when I see them, because at the end of the day, I had to redirect myself. I'm a Christian now, so I gotta find Christian people.
You found your community.
Yeah, find my community, and that's what I did. I just took everything to church and turned myself in. Like a jail person. Turned myself in. I need the help.
No, yeah. But it's the freedom now.
Yeah, it's the best freedom of my life. When people know things about you, they make it complicated for you. Spiritually, mentally, and physically. They put too much stress on you by talking about what they think they know. But when you keep people out your business and you don't tell nobody, shit, they be trying to figure out what your next move is. Like, people that know me couldn't believe that I'm actually still surviving. I used to live in Woodland. Any trap that was in Woodland, I was in there washing my ass, cooking my food. It was always on. It's just, I just didn't have a home. But I stayed clean. They knew my business because they see me coming out of the trap. They didn't know my business because I went out there and told them. They didn't know I was homeless until I said I was homeless. And then that's when everybody, nah, you ain't gotta be homeless, you come over my house. But when the niggas said I could come to their house, now they want proof. I can't give them that. So I had to go back to the streets and be homeless until I got my own. Because men see you weak like that, not having a home is a weakness to a man. They could turn you into anything they want to. Why? Because you don't have no home. I can't let no man do that to me. Huh? I had to get that in every day. Even to this day when I smoke, I tell him, take the weed away and give me everything I need. Because mentally sometimes I can't face myself. I can't face these children with the anger that I got going on. Sometimes I can't. So sometimes I do smoke to keep me calm. Why? Because now everything is a cartoon, anime. When I smoke and I'm with my kids, everything they touch is turned to anime. No, for real. And that's how I'm able to.
Space of joy.
Yeah, so that's how I'm able to connect with them and keep the house calm. Other than that, I can't. Girl, every morning I gotta turn on some gospel music just to. Zayd wake up so frustrated. Like, I have to stand at Zayd's door to say, Zayd, it's time to get up. And me touching him and like rolling him and stuff, he wake up so angry and frustrated, I can't do it. And his sister do it just so she can hear him fuss in the morning. I can't do it. I turn on gospel music. I be like, happy, happy baby, happy, happy baby. Let's put on your clothes, but you gotta use the bathroom for. He like, okay.
Yeah, the energy shifts.
Yeah, so it's like this morning he really got to me because everything, even using the bathroom, but he can't say nothing, and he gotta take his time to talk. So if he don't want to take his time to talk, everything come out like, and he doing it multiple times. I'm like, look, you throwing me off early in the morning, Slim. I'm good when I wake up. I'm not angry. I don't know why you be angry, but for them kids not to be around their father, I really think it's got a lot to do with their father. I'm still doing research up on him because, like I said, the men that I was around, they was only just friends. Somehow, some way, their father, he want me to get a DNA on Zayd. I'm in the process. The DNA is God. Mentally, physically, and emotionally, I can't deal with him. He off. He get SSI, but he get SSIDA or AD. That's for the rest of your fucking life. Their father already 45 years old. I can't come to no man's with him. When he came home, he gave me all the soft story. Then when I tell him what the kid got, you don't need to be with me for me to take my children, but your children got disability. Okay, I deal with it how I deal with it. What you got? It don't work like that with me.
In general though, because that's not work.
Like
The disability is,
and I told
you
him
need to learn about it. If you gonna go and take a class, you gonna go to HSC.
he did not want to go to class because I did not want to be with him. He did not want me to ride